It's all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We're up and running then. That's going across goal. Marusic deals with that comfortably. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. Orban promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's definitely not his best. Moved on forwards. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. But his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nuno Tavares aims beyond the defence, opts to play it back. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Spread it left. Icardi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Inter Milan, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Mahrez. Artur. Mahrez receives it in a wide position. Little pass back. Tavares. Can he finish? Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the match...
Chance for a shot! And that's a tiny finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind.
And the finish! Goal, Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Inter Milan leading now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Icardi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Mahrez. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Tavares. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Orban. That's a good run down the left. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nuno Tavares. Çalhanoğlu.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mahrez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Spread out to the left. Corner then. Defending of the desperate variety.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Arthur. Mukoko. He's a sharp little ball here. Nicely worked. Always got... He's had a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. This possibly the last play of the half. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, we have quite a thrilling narrative here. Despite their early setback, they are now the ones in the driving seat, and all of a sudden things are looking pretty rosy. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I could tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Inter Milan leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Flamengo clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Botman and Balde. Di Maria. Can he get on the end of this? Cross into the box. Orban attempts a clearance. Çalhanoğlu cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And that's an errant pass. Marusic. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's been played through. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
There will be a throw-in. Now he's off and running. Botman cuts out the pass. Arthur, he has found the way through. Ball comes in. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Attenzione, un
Now some
cambio.
movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Botman. Casemiro opts for safety. João Cancelo. And it's Casemiro. Oh, that's nice. Balde tries a... Oh, good! It's hit the upright. Ruben Neves. Di Maria. Can he spark a counter here? And Tavares. Now it's Quintero. Now it's Zielinski. Now that looks a decent ball. Casemiro. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20, numero 44, numero 21, numero 14.
Oh, can he get onto
numero
this?
3. Lasciano il campo per...
Pops him off it and
il
wins back the ball.
Il numero 6, il numero 23.
And back to the keeper they
il numero
go.
19, il numero 11. Cambio di giocatori.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's been slipped through.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Defending of the desperate variety. Half an hour gone in the second half. And smartly reclaimed. Nuno Tavares. Kudus. That's very neat. Botman.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Ambitious ball here.
You can never be short of runners in...
Getting up there! Another one of football's and how moments.
Ouattara fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Probing pass. Kudus providing an outlet on that flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's there to retrieve it. This looks promising.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Nicely spread. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be the final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.